Welcome to my favorite time of the year. I get to read all of the best books, get to watch all the scary movies. I just love it. This is the beginning of the Burr months where everything spooky starts up, the weather changes a little bit. September.
Now this is my idea of the ideal. We've moved the camera.
Well, welcome to September. I just looked up and realized it's 12:14 a.m. Yeah, so I'm setting up this studio for filming in the new house for the first time. Our air conditioner is on the fritz. So we've had it off now for several hours. I have a guy, so I'm gonna call him tomorrow. I did this little camera test and in it I am like dewy. So I'm gonna go to bed and start to read. I really hope the air conditioner works while we're sleeping. So this book is a printing error. It starts on page 249 and then goes to the excerpt from the next following book and then starts over again. I was worried that would mean the end of the book then isn't there, but it is actually. So it's just the end of the book is in there twice. So that's fun. It's like a little game, which always keeps you thinking. We just got back home from Halloween Horror Nights. Already our second night going. So I am editing my September TBR and then going to bed. Halloween Horror Nights is just so great. It's also exhausting and your feet hurt and it's hot, but it had rained today and then it stopped raining and then it kind of got breezy. And I wouldn't say it was like cool out, but it was only in the 70s. Like upper 70s, but still. Going there definitely helps to bring the reality of like spooky season is here. Like we're in it, we're doing it. Spooky time. I hope this sound is okay. I have the fan on and that is unavoidable because it is currently 84 degrees in this house. Because our air conditioner is freezing up and the guy can't come to look at it till tomorrow, so we're just like turning on fans and dealing with it. It's funny that I'm celebrating like the beginning of fall and we're being faced with the reality that there isn't really a fall here. In Florida, it is just late summer until it's winter. And then it's winter for like 2 months and then it's kind of summer again. So it's 84 inside. So there's fans going, and tomorrow, hopefully, they will say, oh, this is an easy fix. You just have to pay us a little bit of money, and it's fixed. I'm gonna try to do some more reading. I need to read 50 pages a day for this TBR. I'd love to read 50 pages before I go to sleep, because I am gonna be taking a nap now. So, I'm reading Murder, She Wrote, number 20, Destination Murder. I didn't realize this mystery takes place on all these like antique trains, and that's really fun because I love trains. No one's been murdered yet, but you know, I'm not worried about that. That will definitely happen. So the air conditioner. Yeah, the air conditioner. So the air conditioner people came and the air conditioner needs a part and they were gonna have to order it. But they just found it in a nearby warehouse. So I think they're gonna fix it today. which would be awesome. It's not miserable in here, but I am warm. Coffee, wow, that's hot. That's what coffee does. He just texted me. Oh Lord, it's expensive. So that's not great. Okay, fine, whatever, they're gonna fix it. I think it's gonna be fixed today, so that's cool. And oh, I have book mail. This is, I'm almost sure, this will be a used copy of the hardcover edition of The Last House on Needless Street, which I've read on my Kindle, and if I love a book that much, I need to own it and have it on my shelf. Big reveal. Ooh. Now I gotta add this to my spreadsheet, because that's who I am. And I need a cookie. So it is finally getting cool in here. It's like 79. If it gets down to 74 or something, then I'll really celebrate, but it seems like it's really fixed. It's raining, which is probably helping because I bet it cooled off outside. I'm in here talking to you because David is on meetings like all day today. Our house is all hard floors, like tile, like throughout. And so I find that like sound travels in this house like crazy. We should like hang some tapestries or something, like in ye olden times. So that's done, I guess. I'm in the mood to read, but I have a lot of editing to do. I'm still catching up. I feel like I could finish this Murder, She Wrote book today. She's dealing with like snooty rich people, some of them, and weird trained people. So that's entertaining. And this time around, the investigator, who is, actually he's a Mountie, is actually like collaborating with Jessica, which is always fun when they do that instead of, you know, get out of here, you meddling woman. Sometimes they're like, oh, any other insights you might have would be great. So it's one of those, which is always kind of refreshing. I might finish that book today, we'll see. All right, I just got back home from work. So there was a lot of traffic on the highway, but I was grateful for that because of another bad thing, which is that my car, it barely accelerates. It's like a transmission thing, I think. And they're gonna look at it on Monday. We'll find out. Hopefully it's not a big deal. I just paid the car off. So there's that. They brought my Halloween book, but I missed it. So now I have to go pick it up. I mean, I don't have a car, but hopefully David will take me because I don't want to miss it. Because it came all the way from jolly old England. This is why our sprinklers never have to turn on. All right, it is time, finally, for me to open my copy of a novelization of the Halloween movie, which is a rare book that I've been waiting for. It is finally here. But I just felt like I couldn't open it until I at least had some small nod to the Halloween vibes here at the desk. It is time to open this book. I am so excited to see this in person. I've known about this book now since this channel started, I think. I learned about it from Cameron Chaney. He's awesome, by the way. It may not even be very good, but it seems charming. And I spent over $100 on the book. That's before the shipping. I had to go pick it up today, so I wanted to open it right away in the car, but I was like, no. I just don't feel like this book should enter my home and my life without it immediately emerging into the warm glow of Halloween lights. We have discussed this on this channel before. They're $5. The book is there, so I can cut here safely. Oh my God. It's in this. Fragile, it says. You ready for this? Are you ready? And it's in more plastic inside. It's so small. Look how small it is. It's in really good shape, actually. The scariest movie since Psycho. That's just about the movie, not about this book. Tricked by his cunning. Treated by his savagery. Get it? Trick and treat. So, am I not allowed to open this? I think I want to touch it. I'm gonna open it. People are yelling in the comments, don't do it, it'll be exposed to the air. It's not an ancient Egyptian relic. Well, so I'm not gonna sell it. I'm gonna have it. It's in good shape. I don't want to like crack the spine though, obviously. It's gonna smell so good. It's gonna have that old book smell. Oh, it so does. It smells like an old library. I feel like I'm doing a book report. This is in really good shape. Wow. It's very short. Yay, I'm excited about this. The pages are so yellow. Someone has removed Judy Meyer's headstone from the graveyard. Someone has left a freshly killed dog in the old Myers house. Someone has broken into a store and stolen a Halloween mask and several long knives. Someone has returned to it's all caps. Someone has returned to Haddonfield after 15 bitter years of exile. Someone who will strike again and again and again. Yeah, this book does sort of feel like I shouldn't handle it much. I mean, handle it fine, but like opening it scares me a little bit. Neat. All right, enough of this foolishness. I need to take the black sheet off of this wall. I need to patch the holes that are left from where this monitor used to be hanging, sand it, and then spray texture, and then wait for that to dry, and then paint it. And then when that dries, I can finally assemble my bookshelves that I think are gonna look really nice, that I've had for like 2 weeks now. No more darkness. Ha! Magic. You didn't think I could do it, did you? I just got home from work, put my Murder, She Wrote book back on the shelf because I'm done with it. It was fun, it was fine, it was a good time. I liked the train aspect of it. I gave it 3 stars. My car is still not drivable. We're dropping it off tomorrow. So I got a ride home with a friend. David is at a tabletop gaming convention. The Bachman books that I ordered has arrived. I think it's in my mailbox. And I don't have a car. But I'm gonna take a little walk down the street to my mailbox and get my book, because that is the next thing I'm gonna read, Rage. All right, let's go. Come on. Well then, here we are. I've got the book. I wonder how many times I have opened book mail on this channel. I know this is like a big chunky paperback, but like this box is like an interesting choice. All right, more packaging. There's a book in here. We're getting closer. And the book, all right. The Bachman books. This is not all of them. Don't know why they called it that. Rage, The Long Walk, Roadwork, and The Running Man by Stephen King, writing as Richard Bachman. The name on the cover was Richard Bachman, but the imagination inside could only belong to Stephen King. It's in good shape. It's doing just fine there. I love that smell. So what's nice about this is that it's not falling apart, but it's not so nice that I feel like I shouldn't read out of the book, like I can't touch it. And 170 pages in is the end of Rage. So it'll be a quick read unless it's so upsetting that it takes me forever. Yay, it's here. My next read has arrived in perfect timing because I finished that Murder, She Wrote book last night. Bam. I've heard a lot of people say that Rage is the one Stephen King that they would never read, or that they started to read it and had to put it down because it was just too disturbing. So I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous about reading it, but I want to give it a try. So here goes nothing. We were at Halloween Horror Nights yesterday, and it was raining really bad, and we like just persevered. Like we were standing in the pouring rain with an umbrella, ordering a drink. We did all 10 haunted houses, and we did 2 of them twice. In one of them, I was scared by somebody so well, and I was wearing flip-flops and everything was wet that I slipped and fell into like a jazz split. And I'm not hurt, but I am sore today. And I tried to read after we got home and it was just not happening. Yeah. After I do some of this stuff tomorrow and I have to go over bills, I think it's time to maybe start getting out the Halloween decorations. But I also need to find out about my car, because they have my car, the people at the shop, but then they didn't get to it today because they're backed up. I'm really hoping that it's not a huge amount of money. I'm crossing my fingers about that.
Look! There were only 6 china figures in the middle of the table.
Hello, hi, it is Tuesday. I guess I have powered myself for the rest of the day because I had 1.5 cups of black coffee. Maybe I had 2 cups of coffee, which is already more than normal. I got an apple crisp macchiato, a triple. I'm having too much coffee today because I'm going to be putting together shelves and installing lights and reading. Finally made a little bit of progress in Rage, but I got tired again last night, so I'm gonna try to read it this evening. I am going to finish And Then There Were None, the audiobook, while I put these shelves together. It's very clearly reaching the end because there are not none left, but there's like 4 people left. So that's gonna be good. Espresso with milk and flavors and things with sugar. Yum! I'm gonna have the shakes. Jesus. That took like 2 hours. I have to do that again now. I think I love it though. This takes forever. I have been putting this second bookshelf together now for an hour and a half. It's almost done, but my God.
The more he thought about it, the more puzzled he was. He didn't understand this revolver business.
So I listened to Nosferatu this morning on the way to the vet to pick up some more medication and food for the boy, for Philip. I'm 3% of the way in. I really like it. I was worried that I wouldn't enjoy a horror in an audiobook because I would have to be listening to it during the day, but it's just really good, so not having that issue. I'm about half done with Rage. There have been a couple of moments that I was very compartmentalizing my emotions, thinking, wow, this is horrific, where he's mentally sort of like playing mind games with people, but it is all interesting. So that's how the reading is going. I'm gonna try and get some editing and maybe some house stuff done. Goodbye. I finished Rage by Richard Bachman, aka Stephen King, and I have some complicated feelings about it. I really appreciated it, actually. It was not what I expect from Stephen King, but it was not billed as Stephen King. There was nothing supernatural about it, but I thought as a rumination on adolescence and power, morality, society, on a few levels, I thought it was really interesting. Philip, what are you doing, buddy? You gonna go under the covers? You gonna go under? Okay. You'd never even know there was a dog here. He's hidden under the blanket. It's a secret dog. So, what's interesting to me about Rage is that that is not a book about a shooting, really. The shooting is like the setting for this time out of time in this classroom where normal societal roles are stripped away and people are really honest with each other in this like this weird in-between space. It's weird, but it was really interesting. I really liked it. I've gone back and forth from 4 stars to 3 stars. I don't know. That's an interesting book. I started reading The Good House by Tananarive last night. I read 1 chapter. The first section of this book, the first chapter, is set in the 20s when the house originally ends up kind of like cursed or blessed, depending on how you look at it. And then now it's going to be in more present day. 2001, I think. Nosferatu is awesome. Kate Mulgrew is awesome. So I'm going to read maybe a chapter of this right now and take a nap. Getting way too late to not have this house decorated for Halloween yet. Last couple of years, I decorated on September 1st. They're putting Halloween things in the stores. If the rest of the world is thinking about Halloween and I'm not decorated, then I am late because I should be early. So, getting our house all decorated for Halloween is definitely one of my favorite things to do every year, something I really look forward to. It's a lot of work and it's tiring, but it's also just like, it's so worth it once it's done. I mean, I already am sort of a vampire, and what better way to sit back and relax and enjoy watching a scary movie than with some spooky lighting. It's like a stress reliever for me. And it's a good thing because even though we had just paid all this money to get our air conditioner fixed and had an issue with our internet too, actually, soon after I got all of this decorating done and was feeling super vibey about that, I got some really bad news about my car. So my car cannot be repaired for less than the car's worth. So I'm trading it in. So everything is stress. That's what I'm dealing with. Documents. I just want to have a car again, that's all. So I have a new car that I'm enjoying, and I'm enjoying getting to know how to use it and charge it and all that kind of stuff. But it means I have a car payment again, which sucks. But this was the best option for me at this moment. Today, I'm in project mode, finish decorating, clean and tidy up the house. I'm about to take a big load of cardboard to the recycling center. It's $9 charge. And I'm gonna hang the charger that I got from my car on the wall. Then I'm gonna charge my car up. I have some ceiling lights to hang, and I'm gonna charge my car to 100% because a hurricane is coming. All of these things all at the same time. It's fun, it's how we like it. I'm gonna get rid of all this cardboard that we had. I wish I could show you what the garage used to look like. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go and end this September vlog, at least here. There's so much to do still to prepare for this hurricane, but I'll try to keep you in the loop as much as possible and keep this vlog going. I'm feeling a bit frenzied at this time.